Indeed, man. And then when it comes to your like one of the last things I'll ask you, when it comes to your musicality and your focus on it,
Hmm.
where did you learn that from? Because the way that you move, it's not something that you did in a 5, 6, 7, 8, or at least if that's what it is, and just to say. But it sounds the way that you dance, it looks like it's been ingrained in you for a long, long time, and it's more of a natural thing for you.
It definitely been one of the more natural things. I grew. Most people grow up in a household with some type of music of some sort, and dancing was always part of my family. Not to say that my mom knew how to hit like a mean air chair, you know. Not to say that was the thing, but some type of rhythm and groove has just always been part of our household. And and also as a young kid, I used to. This is funny too, because I used to go to Hot Stepper Dance Studio, and I took like a gazillion classes because the owners, Karen and Joel, or Vigo Tough Cookie and Vigo Spark, they let me take classes because my parents couldn't pay for them. But on one condition, I had to practice and become good. And
They're out of Denmark, right? Out of
yeah,
Copenhagen.
yeah. And so as a kid, I took like a gazillion classes, like a gazillion. I took them all just because I thought, fuck it, if I'm gonna learn this, I might as well learn how to dance. And not to say that that is the reason why it works like that, because it's not. Because a lot of the dance styles don't even apply really in breaking, and even the ones that do, it's about also finding like a perfect balance of how you can like interpretate it and like imprint it into your style, right? So other than that, I don't know, man. My ear just worked just like everybody else, but for some reason my mind and like the response from it is, I don't know if it's quick, I don't know if it's slow or what it is. And it's not like, because there's plenty of musical dancers in the scene, like plenty. But why it looks the way it looks for me is just part of my actual being. I don't know. I hear a song and then in my mind I can already make out, all right, how do I want to do this? And then I figure out how I want to do it, and then I just go for it. You know, this is what I call the chance ambulance. Either you hit or you miss, but it's all right, man. No, risk it for a biscuit.
Hmm.
So
Because you will see people that will try imitate that. They'll see you move the way that you move, but not know how you move or where it comes from, or like the not the energy, but like you can say the approach that's needed year after year after year to form the way that you move.
yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird because for after a while now, uh, on a few occasions, I've either have some friends send to me like, "Yo, like, hey, see this clip? Somebody's trying to dance like you, huh?" I'm like, that's so weird. But I guess I don't know. It's a compliment, and anyway. But even if I was to break down exactly what I do from A to B, it would literally still be kind of impossible for that person to even still look like me because we are not the same. So there's really nothing to fear in that sense. I get it. I'm not saying like, yeah, just do what I do, copy my style and anything. But most of the time, it's like people would rather look like me rather than understand why I do the thing I do or where it comes from. Because this is usually the key thing for real, for real. Because then when you understand approaches or just concepts and ideas, it becomes easier for you to build your own. It's that like, and it's my solo. I take my time. I rush for nothing. If it's my round, like we're actually in a battle. I'm not saying, yeah, don't camp out. Don't just like not everybody can start changing clothes 6 times in the middle of a battle. I'd never do that. Like, but Kml, he did it and he can get away with it. And it's not to throw shots or anything. That's just part of his character. If you ever see somebody else do that, you would be like, bro, what are you doing? But for him, when he does it, nobody asks questions. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's part of it. So whenever I do my round, they're constructed the way it makes sense to me. Like this is my time. I'll go fast at this section when I want to. I'll slow down if I want to. You know, I'll I won't do a damn thing yet. If I don't feel like doing a damn thing yet, like I'll just look at you. I don't know. It's a playground to me. Like, let me see how I can construct this. And most of the time, really, I'm not really battling like my opponent like that, like that. Most of the times it's my imagination. Because we all have had moments when we are thinking, like, for no reason, this random round or move comes into our head. And that move is banging. I guess a 10-10 move, fully executed on the highest scale. But to do that in real life is the real challenge. But this becomes like a fun trigger to kind of like whatever move I had in my head or whatever like thought of mine or approach, I want to surpass that physically in real time, which gives me more fun. Because then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try to smoke my own imagination, but my opponent